Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mahala Monday. Fantastic to have you here with us today. My name is Dugald. As always, I am never alone.
Never.
Rhoda.
Never walk alone. Hello, Dugald.
How are
Hello.
you?
I'm good. Yourself today?
Very good, very good,
Yeah.
very good,
Yeah.
very good.
Have you had some time to rest this weekend?
I
at least?
did. I did. I rest too much. I
That's
rest
good.
too much.
That's good. That's
I
good.
rest too much. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to be here with you, Rhoda.
It is. It is. It's been a cold day, but otherwise it's been manageable. That's all I can say at the end of the day. And I hope all of you are staying warm out there. You've got your coffee, your tea, your glass of wine, or your plate of food with you, and you must enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Definitely enjoy this one. Before we go any further, definitely subscribe, everybody. Just hit the bell, be part of this, be part of the Mahala movement, the Mahala Monday family, be part of this. We bring you amazing stories, we discuss it, we give you our opinions about it. And of course, we have fascinating guests as well that join us. And tonight, we're catching up on things that have been happening over the past couple of days, things that have really moved and shook the world in some sort of way that we've picked up. And I will definitely give you our viewpoint. But what we want you to do, it's an interactive show, of course. If you got a question or comment, you want to pose that to Rhoda, she's dying to answer you, then please put that through to us as well. And like I said, please subscribe. That will be fantastic. Where do we start, Rhoda?
Yeah, Dougal. So the best place to start is obviously Friday, and the month at the moment is Mandela Monday. Mandela month, or let's say Mandela Day happened on Friday. I've been saying this whole weekend, I'm telling you. This Mahala and Mandela's getting totally tongue-tied. Definitely. So yeah, that happened on Friday, and I think it's just for us also just to do a recap on what had happened, because both of us ended up being at the show. And it was really, for me, it was amazing as usual, and really successful as far as I'm concerned.
This was great because, I mean, if you watched last week, you will remember we actually spoke to Tasmeen Smith from Rise Against Hunger. And they set out this very ambitious goal of packing 240,000, I think, in terms of meals, which they obviously distribute amongst ECD centers, you know, that would need the meals. And that is really fantastic. And that will obviously, of course, feed the young ones for some time. So this was the big event that Rise Against Hunger had. And like you said, we were involved with that as well. But it was, I must just say, do you know when you go to a rugby match, there's a bit of a gees before you go to a cricket, Bafana game or something like that. There's a big gees, just a spirit of happiness. It felt like that.
Oh no, it did, definitely.
It felt like that.
Yeah, it did.
Did it?
It did. And I'll be honest with you, Dougal. I mean, you were the MC at the event, and you guys are going to be seeing a video soon as well. And you know what? You made such an impression. You know what? I was helping out with the photography and things like that, and you made me want to pack, because you know, just like you've got that amount of time to be able to achieve so much, and you kept on saying, you know what? It's to feed another child. It's a need to feed another child, and I was so excited, and I was like, come on, guys. I felt like standing up behind everybody. Come on, let's do this. You know, that's how you made me feel. Well done.
Nice of you to say, but I promise you a big shout out is going to go to the amazing volunteers who obviously turned out. And the people behind it who organized this, you know, GradWest together with Rise Against Hunger. And everybody who was involved. I mean, people who put this together, and we know who you are. We know who you are, but to all of you, wow. And especially the volunteers for making it count. And of course, there was a lot of success around it, because I don't know how many people were there.
Yeah. So the numbers, as far as they're concerned, there was 23 corporates obviously doing the packing that included GradWest. So that's the amount of corporates. And the boxes they packed was 1,147 boxes, Dougal.
Sure.
Yeah. So obviously it was a lot of people. It worked out to be 69 teams all in all.
Wow.
So when they look at teams, if you looked at that photo that we've got there, everybody worked in teams. So they had a table basically, and it was like a production line. You start at the one point and then they move it on until it gets to, like you can see there at that photo,
Yeah.
until it gets to the box, and that's where it gets packed in.
And this is amazing to actually have a look at this photo, because you can see, like, if you look at the way this first table is, there's also a red packets on the one side. Now, I'm not sure if that's rice or so, or whatever that is in that red packet right here towards the left of the screen for where you're sitting now, my right.
Yeah.
But and those are the packed boxes.
That's the boxes.
Wow.
After it's
and they're
packed.
just filled with those things. So
A meal.
so the meal's got vitamins in it. It's got rice. It's
Oh,
got
yeah.
soy. It's got soup mix. You know, and it was just really fantastic. It is really
Yes.
fantastic, and it gets labeled and sealed, and it's got a sticker with a date, and it's a whole thing, and it's measured. And
Yeah,
you got to
there's
be
a
quite
lot.
precise. You don't want to waste. And
Where to
then
wear
there's-
hair nets. I ended
Yeah.
up wearing one, those red ones. So it was quite a lot involved.
And the clock is ticking, and then there's this annoying voice, go, 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 go. So, you know, it was all
It was your
happening.
voice, go, 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 go.
It was all happening, really. And loads of people turned out. I mean, there was all these
it was
corporate people there, all these
Oh.
financial institutions, the likes of, you know, I don't want to mention anybody because I miss somebody, but there was,
Exactly.
but you know, all like the banks, the insurance companies, there were schools there.
Yes.
There was just loads. There were beverage companies there. There were airline companies there. There was just everybody was there. There was one lady,
Yeah.
84-year-old. Her name was Marcel. I still spoke to her.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there was youngsters. There were people who actually brought their children along.
Oh, wow.
You know, it was school holiday. There were schools there that actually had some of their grade 10 learners, matriculants that
wow.
came that actually packed as well. So in terms of the demographic, we were very well represented.
I'm
But thanks
so
to
glad.
all those people who came out. But the big question is, of course, how much food was packed.
How much food was packed? And I think before you give the numbers, I think that our producer just wants to play the video that was obviously what happened on Friday.
Gives you a bit of an idea of
Yes.
what happened. Oh, look at that.
Who's that?
They look a
Wow.
little angry.
And what a vibe it was. Wow.
It was. He's one of the councillors from Cape Town as well. Yeah. And you know, while we're on that photo as well, the chef at Grand West actually made various meals and different things with the ingredients that was used, and it was brilliant. It was absolutely fantastic.
Thank you to everybody who came. Thank you for doing what you did for the 67 minutes. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for your faith, your drive, everything that you have done here collectively.
Oh, wow. There's Marcel.
Is that Marcel?
That was Marcel. Yeah.
Is that Marcel?
That was Marcel. yeah.
Did you taste some of that food?
I did.
Oh, and how was
actually,
it?
yeah, because I
It looked like a biryani type of thing.
so what the chef made is he made like a vegetable biryani, which was
Oh,
fantastic.
wow.
I promise you, it was
It
like really
looked
good.
lovely.
And you know what? He was just
Yeah.
saying these are everybody
Possibilities.
got like little tasters, and
Yeah.
he made with the one he made the vegetable biryani. He also made a soup. With the other one, which he just added butternut to,
Oh,
and
wow.
like little chunks of
So you had
butternut.
quite a bit of meals there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he made all of that, and just to give people as well who were coming through, these are so ideas. And as the chef said while I was interviewing him, he also said, like, this is like a very cost-effective way for you to actually just cook a meal. But it was fantastic, and he was like adding his little chefy bits to it. It was really great. So that whole cooking demonstration that he had was fantastic. Also, you saw there was a broadcaster there as well. They
Yeah.
were broadcasting from the early part from 9 till 12.
Oh, wow.
Anne Williams did a show there. There she is with the general manager of Grand West. There they are. There's the chef doing his thing. And you can look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, look at it. It looks so tasty.
It's
Yum, yum,
brilliant.
yum.
It was fantastic. And this is basically what, will be fed to the little ones. It was those exact ingredients that would be given to the little ones. Because we all say this, and I mean, the Rise Against Hunger, their whole mission is to eliminate hunger, within the lifetime. And, you know, Rise Against Hunger with the people from Grand West, when they got together, they really... This was a standout event, I must say.
Definitely.
I must say.
And so, like you said, the gees. Oh my word, what
fantastic.
a gees. Hey, I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
And then one of those pictures, you saw some learners there as well from one of the schools that were represented. There's Tasmin with Dane from Rise Against Hunger and Mervyn Naidu from Grand West. So very proud there, because those numbers behind them have subsequently updated.
It has been updated.
Yeah. And what are those numbers now, Rhoda?
I was going to tell you, Dougal, you give it to me, my friend. You were going to tell us just before we went on to our video.
Yeah, I got to just to sort of look at it. So in terms of the meals that were packed, there was just 247,752 meals packed, which is brilliant. It's outstanding.
Outstanding.
It was over 1,140 boxes. You saw a big pile of boxes. And as those piles got bigger, they were scooped out. Little forklifty thing came and took them to trucks. But the real number that is important. So when you say 247,000 meals, that sounds significant. The real number is that 1,077 children will be fed a meal for an entire year. Over 1,000 children.
Wow.
Meal for a year.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Amazing. That's what actually counts.
That's the number that counts. 1,000 children.
Oh. Amazing. It just makes you feel good.
It does. and the reality is, a group of people, like you said, 69 teams, 23 different corporates, did this in 3 hours and 21 minutes.
3 hours?
67 minutes, 3 sessions. 3 hours. So the number that I gave you, this is where it ended. And there was a lot of half packets which they eventually, Rise Against Hunger eventually assembled and said, look, actually it's another few extra to that. But those were the numbers.
Another 7,000 extra, Dougal.
7,000 extra.
Wow.
By the time they revamped everything, and did their recalculation, and this was actually the number.
Gee whiz.
So, because everything there happens in real time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, by the time you're like 67 minutes done, you've got a half a packet, so you leave it there. So, you know, they will move it on. And that is it. So, 1,077 children. That's the real number.
Beautiful.
And once again, 3 hours, 21 minutes.
Wow. Wow. And that's
a bunch of people got together for 3 hours and 21 minutes.
Gee whiz, well done.
Imagine you get together for half a day.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Whole work day.
Oh.
Whole week. Then things look different.
I think they need to change the time next year. I think they need to push an extra hour in. It will make a difference. If you think of actually feeding a bit more kids, if you could put another 50 to that even, you know, 500 to that, if not, why not?
But you know, if you look at what Mandela Day signifies, and you know, the saying is like make every day a Mandela Day. So if that is accomplished with just over 3 hours, and let's say 3.5 hours, imagine if you do 10 minutes a day, 5. You know what? Let's not even go 10 minutes. 10 minutes seems long. Let's do 5 minutes a day.
Wow, I didn't even think
just try and change the world, each one of us. 2 minutes. If everybody does it, we can even go down to 30 seconds, Rhoda. Now you got close to 70 million people who's doing something amazing for 30 seconds. Even if it's a thought, if it's just the start of action, tomorrow you go with step 2, step 3 the next day. Whatever it is.
Wow. You can
Whatever
change the world.
You can change it. And that's why numbers don't lie. But we got some comments, on-air comments, which is great to hear. Obviously, we had very... Anita Paul, how are you? How are you? Hello. How's it going? Hope you're well. Thanks for watching. Hubert Hausen, man. Hubert says Mandela Day is a reminder that giving back is an everyday duty. Good evening, guys. Yes, the spirit of Ubuntu should know calendar.
There we go.
You're 100% there. You're 100%. I agree with you. I think it should be an everyday thing.
Yeah.
It should be an everyday thing. And when you look at those numbers, that sort of just
Cannot
drives it home a bit more.
Yeah.
It is taxing on a voice, but who cares?
I was going to say, and especially for you, I felt so sorry for you eventually. I was like, are you okay? It's crazy.
It's kind of weird just talking straight for an hour and 7 minutes.
Yo. Well,
It's
I take my
strange.
hat off to you.
Ah,
And
well,
I
it
said
was
that
fun,
to
it
you
was
as
fun.
well on Friday. I take my hat off to you, definitely.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was
So,
lekker. It was lekker.
You enjoyed it. So Rise Against Hunger is still continuing. Obviously, they haven't stopped yet because they still have a few events happening still
That's right.
before the month is over. And obviously, they're trying to reach 2.5 million meals by the end of this month. And I really hope and wish them all the best. And if you want to get hold of them or you're wanting to contribute in any way, please do go onto their website, on the social media handles as well, and get in contact with them. See how far you can assist them if you really want to make that difference. Go and do it, guys. Like Dugald says, even just 30 seconds. I mean, makes a massive difference. 30 seconds of a donation.
Exactly.
Just press
Do you
the
know-
button.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter
Yeah.
what it is. We shouldn't look against how much time you put in.
Yeah.
We should look at that you are doing something.
You're making a difference.
This is it. And of course, check out their social media, Rise Against Hunger. We have that on the screen for you there as well. You have a look at that and definitely follow the story. And you said to me that we might be catching up with Tasmin.
Yes. We definitely have. I'd spoken to her earlier, and obviously she's extremely busy still, and she said she would love to do a catch-up show and tell her exactly how far they got to the 2.5 million.
That'd be
It will
fantastic.
actually be lovely just to get her back, and
Yeah.
we're looking forward to that interview for sure.
Yeah. But once again, thanks to everybody who was involved with the one on Friday. This was just one
Yeah.
of the events. There
Just
were
one.
many other things happening as well with Mandela Day. There were many other things happening. But whatever it is you were doing, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on to some sports stuff.
That's right. And what a crazy weekend of sports. I think Saturday was one of the most craziest sports days I've ever had. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. Trying to do the washing and try and watch sports at the same time was a bit of a mission, but I did it.
Yeah. So yeah, the Springboks, they obviously played against Georgia.
Yes.
And it was a resounding victory, wasn't it?
It was. So it was basically 55-10. And I mean, I was screaming. I was like, come on, guys, push it over 50.
Yeah. And a lot of people will give it a go. There are a lot of debutants were playing as well, first timers and everybody else. Everybody scored a try, obviously, except the water boy.
Water boy.
Whoever, you know what I mean? Like a bus driver was going to score a try. No, but the Georgians, they're quite physical, man. So
No,
it was,
look here.
It was, scrappy.
Exactly. And I'm quoting one of the presenters prior to the event, obviously, when they were not, talking about it. They actually said that the Georgians are basically in the womb, they born props. They are strong.
Yeah.
They are
They
strong,
played
strong,
lekker. I
strong.
like them.
Oh, wow.
I like them.
Look, it wasn't a walkover as such. They gave the Springboks a hard time.
Yeah.
It wasn't an easy game.
Yeah.
The
The result is probably what you made it, but it was great entertainment
Yeah.
as well. And it would have been lovely, the people out of Mandela, they would have enjoyed it. And that's fantastic.
yeah.
So it is really great. And it's really wonderful as we are going to be playing maybe teams who are a bit more known for their rugby coming in the next few ways. You know what I mean? But more known for their rugby, whether they can still play it is a different story, but we will see. Yeah, as that carries on. And then, of
Yeah.
course, the baby box, the under 20s.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Champions
Oh,
of the
wow.
world, in a nutshell. Done.
Wow. That is another level of game. I mean,
Wow.
the way they play. And look here, let's get one thing straight. They obviously played against our rivals, which is New Zealand. And we as South Africa, whenever we play, obviously our arch, I couldn't say enemies, but our opposition, it always is a major challenge. And believe me, what I've seen with these under 20s, with previous games, Spain, England, all the other games, I mean, they make you run at the end of the day. And with New Zealand held them back a bit. They gave them a bit of a hard time because the score wasn't as normal like anybody else. I mean, many times with the baby box, but before halftime, they were already in their 40s, and then they were like, are you serious? Are we looking at the full score here? Because by the time they're done, they're in their 50s, 60s. So, no, they were given a hard time.
Yeah.
So it wasn't easy.
But still, Rhoda, in terms of the future for South African rugby,
Exactly.
which is the key here,
That's in the
This is fantastic. What you know, this is great. The future looks bright. I mean, if we look at last time we won that World Cup, the under 21.
Yeah.
Andre Pollard was playing.
Yes.
Jesse Creel.
13 years
I remember,
ago.
yeah, I remember Chili Boy Ralapele was in it. I mean, he eventually became a Springbok as well. Do you know what I mean? It was that generation. And look now.
And look.
Look now. And now there's another. You know what I mean? So the
Exactly.
future looks bright. It looks amazing. It's exciting times, man.
They
exciting
landed today,
times.
apparently, at OR Tambo, and I actually saw when they arrived and they were interviewed as well. And the captain himself said, he says, he looks up to our older guys, and that's where he wants to be one day. And he says it's in our blood. And you know what? I believe that as well.
100%.
It's in our blood.
100%. 100%. And then there
Well
was some
done.
other, well done. Then there was some other exciting sporty goodies happening. What else, Rhoda?
That's right. So the High Rocks, remember that our...
Annette mentioned
Annette
this.
mentioned-
Yes, that fitness competition.
That's right. It happened obviously in Cape Town over the weekend, and I do believe it was on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Or was it Saturday? Oh, I can't remember now. And yeah, so everybody was there. There's the High Rocks, and it basically it's your biggest indoor fitness race back to the mother city. So it was your biggest, test your strength basically. That's what happened. And it was, everybody was there. I know even one of my friends that's from Johannesburg, she came down and she texted me, she said, oh, Rhoda, guess where I am? And that was Lynette, and she's here. Was also here for it. So it's obviously one of our bigger events, and it was lovely actually having it in the Western Cape. So, and I believe one of my nieces, she was also there, Tamir, well done to you as well. You actually did it. So she actually did it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to check in with her and ask her how it was as well. So well done to you, my sweetie. Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, sure. That was brilliant. And then, of course, Banyana did us proud as well because
Yes.
they snuck through, and I say
Yes,
snuck
ladies.
through really. They beat Senegal 4-1
call
on
it
penalties.
snug.
Yeah,
Well,
well, it was penalties,
4-1.
that's why I said.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, 4-1, doesn't matter. A win is a
A
win.
win is a win.
A win is a win. On penalties, in the African Cup of Nations quarter-final clash, the Women's African Cup of Nations quarter-final clash. This acronym I don't like. WAFCON.
WAFCON.
Yeah, it just sounds strange
Yeah.
to say. But anyway, we know what it is. And they will be playing Nigeria. And that is happening tomorrow, Tuesday. So they will be playing Nigeria in the next one. So fingers crossed. And the Nigerian team's good team. Good team. Yeah, but we there, man. Banyana is there. This is brilliant. This is fantastic. Just
Okay,
get
made
there.
it there. Let's just get there. That's what's so important.
Yeah. And then there was some netball stuff.
That's right. So Gauteng's golden fireballs, Dougal, as you can see them there, the
There they are.
fireballs, have written their names in history, defending champions of the Free State to raise the 2025 Telkom Netball League trophy. So well done to you, ladies. And this happened in KwaZulu-Natal. And obviously they secured their win was 47-40. What a score.
Okay.
Well done, ladies. Well done. And I mean, even if you just listen to that score, it's very close. 47-40. So there we go. Thank you, ladies.
There's the runners up. They also look happy. Well done.
Yeah, you know what? The ladies put in everything. And I mean, when you watch these games, and that's why I love the fact that we actually had the netball world champs here as well, where we actually were exposed to that and exposed to the sports. And you know what? We can only take it further because I have noticed that there's more exposure to the netball field as well. And there is more talk around everybody playing it, from ladies to men playing netball.
Yeah.
I do believe we do have a comment there, Dougal.
All right, let's check in with the comments that we have. Anthony Bota says, well done, guys. Thank you very much. I assume it's all down to the Mandela Day stuff, yeah. So Hubert says, not but thanks, Anthony. Hubert says, not the prettiest game of rugby, but hey, a win is a win. All that to Baby Bok as well. World champs, they've made South Africa proud and showed the world that what the next generation is made of. 100%, Hubert. It just looks well for the future.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like another rugby playing nation, you got to be quaking a little bit in your boots. You got to go, yo. You got to go, yo.
And both teams, you know, when they interviewed their captains, both took their hats off to South Africa, and you know what? They just felt honored and privileged to be able to play with the world's nation first.
Here we go. That's what it's about.
That's us.
In soccer, there was and I must say this, Sir Alex Ferguson was the Manchester United manager, coach person. He's quoted as having this: "You always strengthen from a position of strength. So if they would win something, then they would just strengthen." Do you know what I mean? Which just makes people scared, isn't it?
Exactly.
And I think this is really where South African rugby is. It looks strong throughout. It looks strong throughout. It really does. It really does. But that is it for the sporting bits that is going on.
I think there's still somebody that wants to comment there, Dougal.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Let's
sorry,
see that comment.
Yeah?
Is there no comments? Oh, okay.
No,
I saw comments here on the side. Yeah.
I want to talk about something which is weird. This is in Afrikaans where people... this is weird. But can you imagine going to a concert?
Uh-huh.
And then all hell breaks loose. You go for a jolly time and a couple of days later you're out of a job. And there it is.
Oh my word. Yes. This was like hitting the social media, I mean, like crazy. Oh, look at that.
The CEO, but there we go. That is the CEO. Now, who's that there next to the lady? Does she know? Because his hands are going up.
His hands is not going, somebody else's. Yeah. But the lady next to us, definitely, obviously, a friend or someone.
The bananas are happy, but you know.
But not the two
So,
of
in a
them.
nutshell, if you're unaware of this, it is a CEO of a certain company, and it is the person in charge of the HR department. And it turns out the two of them were working late, but they weren't working.
They're working.
Yeah,
they weren't working.
There's a bit of a personal connection that there's something happening there. Now,
at this point, Dougal.
oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. What was playing at the time from Coldplay? Paradise. Tell you something, it wasn't clocks.
It wasn't. Oh
or
my
Fix
Lord.
You or anything like that. But yeah, so the CEO has resigned from his position.
Yes, yeah.
This is it. I am not sure if the HR one has resigned. But no, they were
They both basically.
They were told to leave.
He stepped down, and she.
After they were told to leave.
They were told to leave because that's not the company's. The company themselves said that's not their standards, and they wouldn't allow something like that.
How do we know? The astronomer CEO. What's your standard? You're an astronomer CEO.
So Dougal, my question would be, if that had happened in South Africa, what do you think would have happened? Would we go to that level?
The person would have gotten a raise. That's the first thing. No, you can't fire somebody for something like that. No. And this is where our labor laws are brilliant. Can you imagine in South Africa you get fired for that?
Oh, can you imagine?
You can't. That's a whole CCMA story. That, CCMA and the SABC and everybody else and whatever. It's a whole CCMA story.
Yeah.
No, that will not happen. Our labor laws are brilliant. And this adds to the fact that why people say, oh, the African not so lekker. There you go. That wouldn't happen. Yeah,
and
won't be fired.
And if you think of it, I mean, I look at when I was working back in the day, and we actually had a couple that worked there that actually ended up having an affair as well. They both kept on working. I mean, they're married today and they've got kids. So, you know, yeah. So do you actually just fire somebody like that, or your company just fires you? In South Africa, obviously, I mean, you can forget about it.
Yeah. Look, obviously, having relations at work or whatever, I don't know. I'm certainly not against it. And let me just be clear, I work
Not for it
alone.
either.
So, let me just be clear, I'm the only employee in my work. There's no others.
There's nobody else.
So, no, I'm certainly not against it. I am certainly not for it.
Yeah,
but let's
definitely.
be honest, if you grafting 8 in the morning, you know, like a lot of people, they spend more time. You spend more time at work anyway than you do anywhere else. So that is a natural thing. If it happens, it happens. And it is a bit frowned upon. It is discouraged. It's not like, okay, welcome here to this new job, and please feel free.
To have an affair.
Exactly. None
Yeah.
of that. Come now. You know, people are proper. So, but if it happens, it happens. Am I against it? No, I'm not against it.
So my opinion, and before I give my opinion, I do believe we have a comment in case somebody else wants to give their opinion on this one. Let's see what there's. Oh, you bird. But she put red-handed and red face.
Yeah. And this is the thing. You can't argue now.
You can't argue, Dougal. And I'll be honest with you, you know what? In a case like that, if at that point he doesn't love his wife anymore, then you know what? You needed to leave your wife.
You got to do the honorable thing.
You have to do the honorable thing and not have and do what he was doing. I don't agree with that. So if you end up falling in love with somebody else, so be it. But you can't have your, like they say, your cake and eat it. You can't have your bread buttered both sides. You need to, at that point, if you had decided to go in that route or go that way, the honorable thing is to basically tell your wife, I don't love you anymore, I've met somebody else.
100%.
Do the honorable thing.
Do
but
that.
not keep on cheating and doing things. He could have taken his wife to Coldplay, but no, he didn't take his wife to Coldplay.
And also now, your children see this.
Exactly.
You know, hey,
How
mommy,
sad.
come look, daddy's on TV,
TV.
kissing another woman, you know, or whatever. Or, hey, daddy, mommy is kissing another man, oh, you know, whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Lives ruined, Dougal. There was lives ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And they were just having a jolly time going to a Coldplay concert.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Do we have a comment there again?
No.
No comment.
No. But you see, nobody's going to comment here whether they support this.
If you have issues or you, but in South Africa they'll deny it while they paint somebody else.
And that's how in Coldplay. Like, has he never even heard the song from Shaggy? It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me. You know what I mean? You could just
Oh, shame,
come up with
man.
an excuse. And the worst thing is Chris Martin, the front man of Coldplay, was making a joke. Oh, look at these. They must be having an affair.
Oh, in the
Boom.
meantime.
Boom.
Oh,
Truth.
my word.
Truth.
He dropped it.
If
Mic
they
drop.
carried on, let me ask you this. What
Yeah.
are the chances if they just carried on being lovey-dovey and didn't react the way they did? People would have just, wouldn't,
I would have just moved on.
and
The
it
camera
just
would have
moved on. Nobody would have said anything,
Exactly.
right?
Even if she just turned around and faced him, because I mean the height he was at, if she had just turned around, you wouldn't have probably. That was a quick, like you saw him, but the way they reacted, she turning around, him going. Obviously, they just put attention on themselves.
But I mean, she turned around, he did this, yay. So he was still.
No, he didn't do that. That was a spectator that was actually sitting in front. So
Wasn't that his
it
hands
wasn't-
going up?
No, he went to go hide behind. There's a glass barrier. You see, I watched this video over and over again. There was a glass barrier. There was a spectator in front.
Whoa. You actually analyzed the cheater reactions here.
I did. I had to, Dougal.
Because in my mind, I'm going, you know, that's also a normal, not a lot of people like to be front and center. Now you see yourself on a big screen, you like immediately, ooh, you know, scared and all of that. So that's also a bit of a natural reaction.
No, he went to go hide.
Shame, man.
You didn't see even the top of his head. It looked like he went flat onto the ground. That's how it looked to me.
The point of the matter is, do not have takeaways when you have food at home. You can't, if you Uber eat, that's all there. Everybody is there that's supposed to be there. But you can't, this is the problem with takeaways.
Is this a problem with takeaways?
This is a problem with
You can't go get takeaways.
Once again, I don't know. I know of many people who work together who eventually become an item and whatever.
Exactly.
And when there's a breakup, it's weird. Then it's weird for everybody.
Everyone.
Then it's weird for
Yeah.
everybody.
That's normally the
That
case.
is weird for everybody.
And
So
I
it was-
think all of us experience
But you got to
that.
declare it, isn't it? Aren't you supposed to say like, look, I'm now with X or I'm with Y? Aren't you supposed to say? But then
I don't know
again,
if
it's
there
like
is a rule or law to that,
okay.
is there?
But then
I
again, it's
don't
like a personal thing. Why do you know what I mean?
know. It's your life. You can do what you want to. I'm not can't judge you at the end of the day. But yeah.
Yeah. But that's it, man.
interesting.
Yeah. So next time you
Yeah.
go to a Coldplay concert,
Yes.
Be
Just
very, very careful.
very careful. Or if there's any cameras out there and they're going to be going into the crowds, be very careful. And then just before we finish off, Dougal, there is a plea at the moment. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think I spoke to you earlier about the kids that got stuck in Lisbon at the moment that went to a soccer tournament in Spain. And the club basically didn't buy return tickets for these kids to come back.
Then they went to Portugal.
They now, yes. And
Now in Portugal.
Yes, they're now in Portugal because they kind of got some funding to get them to that point, because now they need money to be able to move from there to Portugal, and from Portugal basically trying to get them to South Africa. Tracy Lang at the moment, and Tracy, well done to you, is running a Tracy Lang Cares at the moment to try and get these kids back, Dougal. School's starting tomorrow, and they are stuck on the other side where the company, or at least the what do you call the
organizers,
the club, at this point didn't buy return tickets. The families gave money. Every family person gave money towards these kids going to this tournament, but they never got the return ticket. So Tracy Lang is running at this moment, trying to get these kids back.
And those are the youngsters that's there now.
25 of them, and three coaches that's there, and they're from Cape Town. So it's a Cape Town club that basically went to the tournament. She has managed before our show started, to get 9 flights back, and I think 2 of the coaches back as well. So there's still 19 to go.
Oh my goodness, this is like Lord of the Flies. Who decides who goes and who stays?
Exactly, and this is what they're sitting with. How do you now flip a coin and make the kids make sure that they don't feel, you're more important than this kid. So it's a crazy dilemma. It's sad. It's very sad that these kids are finding themselves, after being a happy occasion, going overseas.
It's turned into a nightmare.
It's really turned into a nightmare. And if anybody out there can help get these kids back, please, you can either then go onto Tracy Lang Cares on the website and find out if you can assist. Otherwise, you can always even just contact us, and then we'll try and connect you to whoever at the end of the day can help these kids back. So if you know of anybody who's got a bit of money there or can help with flights. And my thing is also, Dougal, why is our government not stepping in? Our Minister of Sports? I'm sorry, I'm putting this on you right now. Our kids went to represent us as South Africans overseas, which obviously they weren't even sponsored by our government. I'm speaking under correction.
So mom and dad paid for this.
Yes, mom and dad paid for this.
And these are children from, I don't want to sound rude here, but these are not, are these like kids who with an academy who's obviously there for their footballing prowess, but they're not, not the best resourced community.
Exactly,
all right.
exactly. So what the families are doing also now, they're trying their best to have, what they call it when the schools also have these fundraising. They're trying to do some fundraising at the moment as well, trying to sell things.
But this is funds in a hurry, Rhoda.
Exactly.
We're not talking like, if you needed like 50 grand or 20 or 10 or whatever it is to go, that would have taken you a long time. Now it's money in a hurry.
Dougal, have you looked at the flight prices? Can you imagine what those flight prices are?
The government needs to step in. Airlines, corporates need to step in. They need to step in here. They need to step. And these people who either ran away with the money, or if this is just a mistake, this is a silly mistake.
It's a silly mistake. You can't play with kids' lives.
You've just not got to check the details, or you just book one. How do you just book
a one-way ticket and you don't do a return
ticket? Surely this
ticket.
is not right. Because if you are not a citizen, you go on a tourist visa, and where did they go to? It's a Schengen visa. You got to have a return date when you apply for your visa.
My point exactly. How did these kids end up going and not having a ticket?
So you got to have proof of it.
Yeah.
So somebody did somebody here.
They need to answer this. Apparently, they're not wanting to come forward now. They've been quiet, and I can't mention.
Of course, they're going to be quiet. They're probably at a Coldplay concert. This is what happens.
I do believe we have a comment there. Sorry, we read it before. Hubert says, sounds like a setup by the parents to get rid of them. Hi, Hubert.
My kids are at home.
Anthony. There we go. Grayton Mackenzie, can you please assist? Come on, and that's exactly our sports minister. Thank you for mentioning his name there.
Yeah, he's
Anthony.
not Gator is not gonna.
Oh, we need to get our kids back, guys. Shame, man. Yeah, and that's it, Dougal. Is there anything else you want
I know the
to
politicians aren't to be blamed for this, but
add?
do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, we've seen politicians do some weird things, and this is definitely one where this is a horrible situation.
That's horrible, Dougal. It's
But I'm sure
horrible.
there are NPOs and NGOs, NPCs, companies that
I hope so.
that can assist.
Dougal.
Even the airlines need to come to the party. It's not much you're doing this for profit, but I'm sure every airline's got some sort of SED, CSI
They
on
must.
that it has. And all this takes is like a phone call from the Premier, the Director of Education, let's say within the province, phones the Premier or whoever it is. The Premier can phone a minister and say, just pick up your phone and phone them. Ask them to do that. People are raising funds, but you need money in a
You
hurry.
need
here.
money in a hurry. These kids need to come home.
These kids are walking up and down McDonald's and what have you in a departure hall at the airport. That's what they're doing.
They're doing. And the saddest part is some of them probably don't even have money for food or accommodation
No.
right now. They're just stuck at the airport.
And I bet you none of them have seen Tom Hanks in Terminal. This is not the same, Rhoda.
It's not the same.
Yesterday.
It's not the same. And I can just imagine that fear of those kids. The parents on the, imagine the parents as well being this side and you can't get your kid. You can't even buy a ticket for your kid.
Especially if you don't, yeah.
If you don't have money to
Alright.
get them back. Yeah, sad state of affairs. So I really hope that somehow our community stands together and help these kids back. Our government, please make a difference. And Tracy Lang, everything of the best. I hope
Yeah,
you
well
can
done,
get this
Trace.
done, and well done to you for actually making it effort and actually being an ambassador to say, let's do something about this. Thank you.
Is that where we leave it today?
That's where we leave
It is.
today.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being part of it. Oh, we covered a lot of stuff today.
Covered a lot. Oh,
Which is
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle, hello. Michelle says 12 minutes ago has posted that they now have tickets for all the 28 of them. Hey!
Wow, well done. Oh my word. Thank you, Michelle, for letting us know. Oh, fantastic news. Fantastic news. Oh, I'm glad. I'm going to read
brilliant.
up now and figure out and see what happened. But I am so glad.
Yeah. What,
Well
12 minutes
done.
ago we started the show. So, you know what I mean? We were busy here. But yeah, 12 that is a brilliant, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks for putting that out. Thanks for putting
Lovely,
that out.
lovely,
That is
lovely.
great news.
That is brilliant news. What a way to end the show.
That's lekker to end like that.
Thank you, South Africa, for making a difference. Definitely.
But I still don't take the things back I said about the government.
Definitely not.
Is what it is. But wow.
Well
wow.
done.
Yeah, that's a good note to end.
That's a very good note to end over.
That's fantastic.
Definitely.
Yours are mums and dads who are going to be happy. Children that
I'm
are going to be
happy.
happy. Yo.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Thank you for all our guys that actually looked at our show tonight. Well done. It
Thanks
was
for
lovely.
watching.
Some names there that I noticed there. I saw you.
Thanks for being here. Until next time, we'll be back next week, same time, of course, with the next episode of Mahala Monday. Until then, look after yourselves and everybody around you. Cheers, everybody.
Bye.